journey where we take time to get in touch with the divine. Now, things keep getting more hilarious as the time, as the time, as the tables turn. As the tables and the time keeps turning, so does the wind keep blowing and the things keep happening. And so, guys, sometimes we may stop to pay attention, and then when we pay attention, automatically we start to notice some other things that we didn't maybe pick up on initially. Like, I was like, I looked down at a seam on my top and I realized, am I wearing this inside out? Now I know my seam work can be good. I know how I designed this. And then I remembered when I was looking for this shirt that I was really annoyed because I had seen this thing, right? Why I have to share this? I have to share it. So, these shirts that this person returned to me saying, these are your samples. First of all, I know this isn't my sample because it's not the length in which I had my sleeves, number one. Number two, the taper is missing. Number three, so I turned my shirt inside out and I thought, I'm gonna turn these shirts inside out because I'm looking at them like, you know, the colors are very different now. I know one was tinsel and one was bamboo jersey, but the bamboo jersey will also, but not this much. This is cotton. The tinsel has an interesting gray tone, but it has a thicker quality, right? So then you take to, if this is synthetic, like a rayon. Burn test. What do you know? It's not my shirt. And so when I look inside, it looks very similar, right? But I see this in the hem of the neck. And I remember having this very specific conversation. I was on my hoop downstairs when I had seen my ex tried to create some new shirts. He liked the sleeves shorter. He couldn't understand why they were long. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have to understand. It's not your fucking design. The designer made it a certain way because of reason. Now, I got off this hoop and I showed him. See, you went to whoever you went to instead of my person because you thought you were saving a little bit of money. But if you look on the inside of mine, it has this casing that goes all the way around. This ensures the neck isn't thin and it lays flat. And that it's always smooth. The way I design my clothes, the reason why the stitching was on the outside of the underwear and other things like this, is so you don't have the stitching rubbing on your body. I know this. I know this. I know that. I know many things, in fact. Now, let this be a lesson that once clarity sets in, the level of deception. The Decepticons out there. You guys know that reference. My people. Now, I went downstairs and as I was looking at this beautiful, I think it was a moth. Maybe it was a moth, maybe it was a butterfly, maybe it's just a brown butterfly. I live in paradise, who doesn't really know, you know? I mean, when the wingspan is like as big as your hand, you assume it's like a bat or a butterfly. I don't know. Maybe it's a moth when it's that big, right? Do you know? Do you know things that are like brown and tan that are like the size of your hand? Like, it looks like Like a bird, maybe it's a moth, I think, a moth. Moth, like moths and flies to the light. This is a thing. So, when I was out there, I looked down on the ground. Now, where there was a bunch of these spiders that I knew I should probably take out, but I was letting them be. When you know that you're supposed to do something, you gotta do it. You gotta just be like, why do I feel the prompting to do this? There's a reason. Let me tell you, there's a reason. There's a reason. Like, I was like, where is my water bottle? You know what, I really need some water. I wish it was cold. And then I had to remember, oh, I actually put it in the fridge. Because I reminded myself last night, I would like it. If it was chilled, guess what? I didn't question my motives, I just did it. And amazing, I have cold water today. So when I went outside, I found this. The King of Wands. Let's talk about this, okay? Can you guys see this? It looks like maybe like a bird has maybe tried to take some for its nest, like maybe something is eating it. It looks actually like, if you want my honest opinion, when I see this mark, I'm like, okay, must have gotten stuck on something, like maybe it got like under the door or something. But I can tell you, when I started this read 3 days ago, with this deck of cards, I did see this particular card, which I chose. It was like a bottom of the deck energy or whatever. Maybe it was on the top, that's why it flew off, right? Who knows? Anyways, I saw it and I said, okay, yeah, well, we don't need to talk about it, I guess. And so anyways, the King of Wands is representatory of passion. You see these passion flowers behind, these red. Okay, passion, inspiration. Now, as I was looking and noticing this card, I began to be like, damn, this card really looks like it's gone through some shit, right? Like, how did all of this happen in just like 3 days time? Like, this shit looks like, I mean, come on. Like, what? This was in the deck, 100%. Yeah, look, you'll see me. You'll see my whole body move forward saying, yes, yes. This was in the deck 3 days ago. So, what I can say is things that we were once passionate about, or we thought that we were once passionate about, or that we maybe were built in a state of passion. Was it really passion? Was it confusion? Was it generated? What is it, artificial? Now, what I noticed when I saw this card, which I've never noticed, I love this deck. I mean, I know it's whatever, done on the computer. What I didn't know until today is that someone was just letting AI do it without even noticing it, because you see, there's 3. Three claws. So this tells me, first of all, someone didn't check it. Who's fucking quality control? That's why quality control is always my job. That's the point of the shirts, right? Because quality control. Because I know what quality looks like when I see it, when I feel it. I can tell. That's cotton. It's not bamboo. It's not tencel. I can tell the softness when you put it on. No. It doesn't get thin like it. No. Nope. Nope. I have many things for long periods of time. This, even my underwear, like I know. As you try to switch the material, the way that it operates, look at that, the Queen of Chalices. She knows. She be in the know, okay? I know. Be knowing the difference, okay? And it's insulting. Okay, we're gonna say it, and it's insulting It's insulting that you treat me, it's like a child, you know, that you think my intelligence is like this. If you think that I have fear, this is the Five of Pentacles, of abandonment or whatever, this child no longer is looking here. It's already become, right? So we're becoming the person or the protector or the whatever that the child needed. And the mirror, and let this be an interesting thing, okay? Not everyone, even though people are reflections, they are not always, okay? And this broken perception, look at it looks beautiful, these mountains, the sun, everything like that, but the mirror is shattered. Because that maybe was a false reality. It doesn't matter. I can create something new. I am Mother Ocean, I am Mother Earth. All of creation is with me. Royal for some, there's very strong royal ancestry. Yeah, deep knowing. Yeah, for some things that we've been told, even like as a system, as a people, as all of this, you know, it's been being suppressed. Yeah, there's this deep knowing, right? And I was having this interesting playful thought where I was saying, it's not about a new world or a new earth. It's about the new era, right? But I always say like new, like I liked wordplay, puns, right? So I say new, like Knew, the new, which is interesting because in the new era, right, life is a series of remembrance. So it's not that we're learning how to do things, it's that we're remembering what we already were good at and how to tap into it so we can level up or play or move through the game quicker, I guess. I don't know, better. Find the good people, opponents to play with and where to build and where to do things, you know, I don't know, but this deep knowing, so the new era, Knew. This is where we remember who we are and we trust in things that we can't always maybe feel or see and the reasons for them, you know? So what's interesting is, now I know for a fact this hasn't been out there for a long time. Now it definitely looks like it's been out there for like a month. Maybe a few. But it was 100% in this deck 3 days ago. So I guess my love for this deck is less now that I know it's just AI generated, right? Who's got some beautiful artwork? Who wants to collaborate, dude, on making an actual deck? There's so much that goes into it. Really, I would feel that the artist would also need to be someone that was really interested in learning a lot of depth about tarot. If that's something that you're trying to do, to collaborate, yes, I'm an artist, yes, I can paint and can draw, but I like to co-create, procreate, co-create, whatever, right? Sounds the same-ish. Yeah. We believe everything to be the word as long as it is translated correctly. The fates, here and now. Chaos and conflict. Now look at it, interesting. This zebra now is turning to, this is like a giraffe pattern. So interesting. So chaos and conflict, this is 33. Okay, so this is a master number. This is also in the manifestation of something. Okay, so this is probably, this came into play because someone's trying to do everything on their own. The chaos and conflict. You cannot master something all by yourself when you're trying to deal with a partnership. Okay, you can make an offering of love on your own, but if you try to do all of it on your own, Tower, Page of Wands. Okay, the fates, here and now. So a lot of these cards actually blew down, and we're going to go over them. These two wanted to come out. This chaos and conflict, the fates, and the be here now. So certain things that we've created contracts for, right? We have to allow them. Some of them, the contracts are coming to an end. Some of them, contracts are coming to a beginning. Some of them, contracts are getting renewed. Some of them, contracts are ending. Some zebras are becoming horses, are becoming giraffes. Who knows? So be here now. This is the energy of 5. So here is like, what does it say? Here and now? Now and, oh, I can't see. These are actually reproduction cards, and here's the problem, because I can't see, like, I don't know. I know you can't see on here from my shitty camera, but in the flag, there's actually like now and then, I don't know. Anyways, she's on top of this egg, which is this birthing this new thing, this conception, right? The fates, okay, this is past, this is future, so she's present. This is what we're presently, okay? Something that is fated to be, okay? The other card, the first card that blew down was the 10 of coins, the 10 of pentacles. Treasure, discovery, okay? So we might have discovered something. What did we discover? We discovered the deception or the lies, maybe the abandonment that came from this passion, from this other thing, maybe? I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, we are sure. We're sure. We're coming back. We're coming back here because we have. These are the cards that blew down. So we're sure. This 10 of coins, this is treasure. So to somebody else, you seem like treasure. To somebody who is not appreciative, you're not treasure. And for that, we get the Tower. Then we get the Page of Wands. And this, the lightning is striking the building. Direct it. Okay, so this is a strike in the structure. Strike in the structure. And this little offering, this Page of Wands, this little bit of passion, I think there's not much passion left. Okay, this can also be somebody that is a fire sign. I don't know how this card, I haven't seen a card get so fucked up. I feel like not even most people I know can get that fucked up in 3 days. Like, this card just really... A little passion can go a long way in the wrong ways. That's what I see. Yep. Offered a cup of love to the wrong person. Boom. New love. New love, a new person has stirred romantic feelings. It's time to disconnect from the world. Retreat. And then I came over here to pull these conversational cards. You guys should probably know about these. They came out in this order. Healing heart, healing from a heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addictions. Cool. Some people are healing, they've been healing. Okay, that's great. Soulmate, soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. Okay, yeah, we understand, we have those. I have that. Does that mean make me any less mad when I see shit like this? No, it pisses me off more. But I look at it as, thank you, universe. I don't want another lesson like that, but thank you. Thank you for bringing to my attention that even I, at times, put on my own things backwards, because sometimes it can be good. It can be a good replica. Often imitated, but never duplicated. Copywritten, so don't copy me. Bitches. So anyways, we understand. Engagement ring, engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, union. Oh my God, that was at 2222, you guys. So now that you cleared space, the real deal, okay? Cassette. Outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head, okay? So don't let past things keep playing, right? Don't let this, it's outdated thinking. It's not saying that vintage things aren't good. It's not saying that you can't bring the oldies back. That's not what it's saying. Replaying them over and over in your head, okay? Don't worry about whatever keeps replaying in your head. Clock needs time, takes time, in time to heal, progress, okay? The point is yes, it does take time sometimes to get things, to get people, things, situations, maybe habits, look at that, at 1:11 p.m. out of our head, out of our being, out of our vicinity. Okay, well, I was manifesting that was at 23:33. And then we have twin flames. Yin yang, zen, balance, unity, duality, coupling. Complement each other. So this is how you know when it's good union, because there's going to be complementary. Oh, that sounds great. Ooh, yes, let's get some complementary. Let's get some complimentary snacks. Let's go. Get some complimentary drinks. Let's go, okay? No, this is about complimenting each other, understanding the balance, okay? Camera, reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, make memories. So remember the lessons. Also remember beautiful memories, right? Save some of the pictures, but as a memory. Abundance. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. gratitude, and bliss. So something really beautiful, you guys. Oh my God, I wish you can smell this. So this tree out here, oh my God, it smells like apricot. It smells like a peach. Like when you first bite into a peach and it's like juicy and that smell, that taste, that drip, that good. Oh my God, that's what it smells like. So let's see. Oh, and healthy choices. This was the last one. Making healthy choices in love and in life. Self-love, self-care, being happier. So what's really important is as we make the choices of taking care of ourselves and remembering what was good, but not going back to the things that weren't healthy for us, right? These karmic relationships, right? Fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go and loving you. Understand what was karmatic, what relationships were karmic. Does it mean that you have to hate this person? No. It means you can understand. That's what the first card was, right? Talking about soulmates, soul contract, partnership agreements, right? Soul connection. We understand. But we also understand there's a snake out there, okay? Competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. So there is a lot of this energy, the other woman or the other man that's coming into play. So does it mean that they're, for some of you, it means that they're engaging like that. For others, it's just somebody else that's being a snake. Maybe they're trying to steal something, an idea. For me, it's my designs and my clothing, my time and my energy, my love, waiting for me to call so you can get your energy. I'm not gonna call, I'm just gonna call you out to everybody. Can I get my things back? Someone expresses love, a message of letting you know. When you love somebody, you let them know, no matter if they hurt your feelings or they didn't, or if you're sad or you're not, you're still gonna keep saying, hello, are you there? I love you. And if there's no response, or if the person, then we have the Grim Reaper. The relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform your life. What did you do? That's funny, my friend just sent me a message talking about neurology. So guys, if you haven't liked or subscribed or shared or donated or done anything, go down and check out my Gifts and Go. Check out my space that I'm creating, and what I am actually really doing is fundraising for my home so I can continue to do my things and share with you guys, but also for my brain scans so I can check out this thing going on and see if my treatment actually helped or not. I feel like it did. I feel like alleviating a lot of the extra stress and people that were doing manipulative things helped a lot as well. But regardless, due to some of the things that were happening and the numbness on my body that I was experiencing, I'm not sure if it was like a stroke or if it's residual. But yeah, I need to go to proper doctor and have that stuff checked So, if you guys can donate to me, in the description box is my Give, Send, Go. I appreciate and love all of you and all of your support, and it really does help. Um, Lightning, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. Let's go. Let's go. Give us one more. Give us one more. Ooh. Somebody who hasn't been telling the truth. More of you. God. Is there ever enough? How do you guys keep multiplying? Gotta have you lower. So weird. So weird to be that high. Okay. That's better, right? For me, I feel like it's better. Okay. The mask. Not showing true feelings. Hide, personify, pretend, delude, gaslighting. Somebody that you may not know, this surprise, lightning, sudden shock or change. Okay, this new love. This person may ask you to go to retreat with them very quickly. And I think because what you're going to find out is maybe they said some things about you, or maybe they don't want you to find something out about this karmic relationship. The fact that maybe it just ended. They want to go away. They want to retreat to somewhere where you don't have service, so they can't receive these calls. Still crazy ex? Receiving what you need, progression arriving, moving on, closure issues. I'm not even going to say the X sex, it's that sex. Receiving love and what you need, right? Receiving what you need, progression arriving, moving on, closure issues. Not enough. Frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotaging, fear, ego, jealousy. So someone that has been hiding their true feelings has been hiding their true feelings, maybe saying that you're not enough, or creating jealousy, or creating all these other situations because they actually feel like they're not enough. Look at this salty ass bitch. This bitch is more salty than me. I come from the sea. How you got more sass than the Morton sea salt girl? Salty dog. Frustrated, lack of confidence, self-sabotaging. Okay, so lack of confidence, right? Hiding behind this mask. And what this person could have been doing also is gaslighting, like making this person as if they're jealous or this or that to create more of a situation, to downplay their situation. You guys. Okay, you guys, this is getting a lot here. They did it all just to make space to say they like you. I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming, fun, flirting, wanting to date. Now, if you have to do all of these things, to get other people off the playing board, so your ego doesn't feel damaged when you want to tell somebody you like them, or you don't want to feel like there's other options. What is with this mask? Huh? I need to know, you guys. That's what we're gonna figure out. Since all the other things, since this jerk made sure my art can't be done because power and everything, since everything else has been prevented, but the story. And you know what I even noticed? I couldn't find part 2, so I was like, I gotta create part 3, right? Because people need to hear the story. We gotta figure out what the story is, right? People be wanting to know the story. We're not gonna ever know the ending until someone like says there's an ending or there's some type of joyfulness that happens, but otherwise it's never-ending story. But you know, I'm here for it. Let's go. The Sword and the Rose. Clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, power. Now this can also be the Sword and the Rose. Whoever that may mean something to you, the symbolism. Okay? Ooh, very strong. Release your ex, guys. Release it. Stop even thinking about a little bit of passion with them. The time has come to clear your energy. Well, you know, what I can say, that I'm getting this strong feeling to say it, is, you know, masculine would always probably tell masculine how you get over it is by getting under another one. So there is really easy, that is the easy way to disconnect some energetic cords. But in the process of that, this is how I literally, physically, whatever, in just trying to share love. This is how I got fucked. Is taking, right? As we're doing that, we're also, we have to know that we're taking the trauma that someone has given somebody else from that exchange. That's why highly sensitive people don't do good in open relationships. It's an all or nothing type of thing, you know. Either they're single and having their time, or they're not. Like, the field is protected. Yeah. Yeah. The Four of Cups, they would rather sit here feeling safe, even knowing. Look at that. I can't believe it. I need some new card decks, you guys. My birthday is coming up. But first I need to pay for my brain scans and my house and my food. But I would like some new decks of cards too. So however you guys can help me out. This shit's fucked up. I feel like, what happened? Did a mouse come and eat this? Was the bird taking it for their nest? Like they're picking the different colors off of the card? That's what I feel like. Look at, yes. Horn Hawk. Four of Wands. Okay. Some of this chop wood. Okay. So some of this could have come into playing because they were celebrating too early. I thought it was playtime. Even the music had a mic drop. Damn. So. So, are we keeping this spread? Okay. Okay, lovers. Okay, lovers. Or whatever this is. Love her. Lovers. Love to love ya. What are you gonna do? What is the mask? Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. This is the unrequited love. This is the mask. Someone has romantic feelings for someone else. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you are guided to take. Now, as we know, whether a mistake or an accident, people put their energy, give their intention and their time and whatever. They make the effort, right? In the direction that they want to. And new love. They liked the extra attention. They like the extra attention. Now for some, this can be give your relationship a chance, flirt. For some, okay. For some, you could be maybe your relationship is old and you want to try new things. Maybe this is how you think that you get more love or more attention or whatever. Maybe that works if you've been married or together for a long time. I'm not sure. Could be fun, could be for some people. Not for everybody. You never ask, you never know, I suppose, right? It doesn't really, I don't know, in this give your relationship a chance. They both look like they're thinking of something else. Someone else. So what is this mask? A never-ending story. You saw it pop out of here. That was at 44:20. Never-ending story. 37. Are we at the beginning? Are we at the end? Are you happy? Are you happy? Nobody's going to be happy until the truth comes out. The truth will set you free. Truth be told, look at, and this owl is standing on top of a mask. It's not going to come from this deck. Ooh. Not going to come from this deck. This was already before. It's going to come from balance, not from options, that's for sure. What? So, the cheating or the whatever could have been what created the tower. What ends it all? The lust, the partaking. Ooh. Let's see, it wants us to do tarot. Never-ending story, happy, happy, truth be told. What is the truth? What is the truth? What is the happy ending? Because you know what? Truthfully, you want my truth is just to know, right? That's what kills them, the never-ending story. That's what's bringing the narcissist the happiness. Is that you still even care for the truth to be told, for the accountability, for the honesty, for the mask, for the clarity. Interesting. I put that card back. I knew this one wanted to come out. We need some tarot. Ooh, came out quick. Rather childish now. Now, for some of you, now you will notice that the card that got eaten up was the King of Wands, okay? King of Wands is generally a fire sign. Fire doesn't have to be a fire sign. It can be a fire predominant sign. But normally Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Temperance is also a card of Sagittarius. This does not have to mean anything. For some people that are wondering, this might mean something. Archangel Michael is here trying to keep the balls balanced. Looking kind of dorky. But the Wheel of Fortune was upside down. So what this tells me is as we attempt to control, right? Because the temperance is about manipulation, go figure. As we attempt to try to control or manipulate, right, in this fiery energy, the fates, as we know, may not like that. So, just as much as you have free will, they have other things that can interfere as well to create disruptions. Interesting. Okay. So what is the truth? The truth is when we find balance within ourselves, right? This doesn't have to be anybody else. Nothing exists outside of self. When we find the balance within ourselves, right? As you notice, even if it's fire, he's stepping in the water, right? I'm going to be with my foot in the water, so I'm going to be able to feel my emotions and still control them. Now, temperance is 14, which is the energy of 5, so this is indefinite change. Now, what this being upside down means is maybe bad fortune is gonna change. Could be. We never know, right? That costs extra, if you really want to know. Personal or private readings, you can email me at divinitywithinme@gmail for a question or something, or a good time. Donate. So, give us clarification. Give us clarification. What is the truth? Whoa. The truth is, okay, somebody else thought that somebody else, they were working with somebody else, trying to put their one foot in this and one foot on that, trying to play both sides of the fence, thinking that one person was the for sure deal, gonna bring in the money, you know, was the most abundant. They thought for sure. In the physical, for sure. This is the one. This is the physical win. However, some other type of past, some other type of soulmate, some other type of entry is saying, actually, your happy ending isn't until you get this. This person isn't offering it. This soulmate, this person, your soul knows, your soul recognizes, this is soul family, right? This is what you wish for. This is where this offering of love, right? To make the 10. Look at that. 9 with the 1 to create the 10. The problem is someone was trying to keep their foot, trying to play both sides of the fence. And that is the truth. To get the attention that they wanted, maybe the passion. Not sure if you got it or if you were being taunted by it, or maybe a little bit of both, but that's the truth. Trying to do what makes you happy, but really, endings and beginnings, and hopefully the treasure isn't tied to physical matters. Again with the Page of Wands. So truth be told, that there was a problem, there was a thing, there was some type of addiction, another party, something like this that is now ended. It's a choice. Very Capricornic energy. The devil is Capricorn. I know, I'm not surprised. Who else would give you that much work to do? King of Swords. So, be definitive about your actions. Okay, this could also be very strong Aquarian energy. This is air energy. So this could be Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. And now it doesn't have to be that sign. It's just I'm sensing large placement of this. Now the world has all the fixed sign energies. So the world will be the Aquarius, the Scorpio, the Taurus, and the Leo, okay? Then we have the Knight of Swords. Come in here. Quick. Be quick with your words and your actions. Queen of Wands. Ooh, so there was another woman or another man. Like, I'm going to say another woman because we had the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. And it's like, well, I was just out here planting seeds. I was working. I was trying to do all of this, and now I don't know what to do. Fuck. Now I don't know what to do. I have 10 swords in my back. My whole world is falling. Yeah, their whole world is ending. The Eight of Pentacles. The Apprentice. Now we know that there's work that has to be done before the abundance can be received. And I saw this. Oh, let me reopen right back to it. So we know that sometimes the work means moving from one emotional state to another, right? To calmer shores, like the water is intense here to smoother here. This could also mean for some of you guys, someone has to move. Somebody's structure or foundation, what they know, their house or where they think their home is or whatever, may have to move. It may be their wish to offer for you to move with them, and maybe they've been sneakily doing things to try to make that happen. Let me guess. Working overtime. But it didn't pay off so well. This is what it ended up in. Became a part of the system that you didn't want to become a part of. Interesting. Interesting. So what happened is while this other person was sneaking, saying that they were doing all of this work, really, they were out here saying, I'm doing all this work, I'm doing all this, I'm doing all this. No, you're out here sneaking around. That's why you got this Three of Swords. That's why you got these 10 of Swords in your back. That's why you got this Tower coming here. That's why. Because all the information that you know in the world doesn't give you the ability to conceive this, right? To create this new thing, this new manifestation. This is the Empress, right? It doesn't matter who you are, who you know, what you know, how much you know. This is the Empress. This is the cup of love. This is the wish, the dream, the star. All. Everything to be celebrated. There is nothing. There is nothing else. And anybody who thinks or treats the Empress as such is just a fuckboy anyways. If they don't worship and honor you and treat you as such, then they're looking to create conflict. They're looking to feed their ego. They're looking to start a fight. They're looking to do that. That is how they get their kicks off. That is how they get their passion or their energy, by reverse psychology, right? By manipulating the way that you think. That's why I'm not gonna even fucking call. I'm not gonna call the asshole who stole my things and say, I didn't notice that, because I just let the whole world know. And I'm sure you watched too. Now, when you stop manipulating and we turn right side up and we stop holding on to things and we stop trying to control things, then we don't have to be defensive. We can get out of the state of defensiveness. We can stop walking on this tightrope because we've walked away from all the bullshit. Maybe some of it was good. Maybe some of it seemed good. Some of it felt good, tasted good, whatever it was, right? The cup. To some level, it was emotionally satiating some need as the King of Cups comes out in reverse. So what this is like, the King of Cups is like someone who cannot express his emotions, has a hard time expressing his emotions, but has an overactive emotional state inside. This is very Cancerian energy. I think he has a Piscean energy as well. Okay. Scorpionic is more the queen. She knows. She's tuned in. She's not letting the emotions get the best of her. She's using it for action. She's using it to figure out who's getting the cut next. No. So anyways, the King of Cups in reverse means that we haven't. Somebody wasn't emotionally, and they lacked the emotional intelligence. So when I was saying at least they fulfilled, right? They emotionally or whatever, satiated something. Like, no, the King of Cups is like, no. Because emotional intelligence. Someone can pretend like, I love you, or I care, or I hold you, or whatever. But if they lack the emotional intelligence, then these are just, what do you call it? Going about the motion, right? Like, I can get up every day and make my tea, make coffee, make breakfast, eat it. Do you know what I'm saying? But am I getting anything out of it, or am I going about the motions? That's the vibe I get from the King of Hearts in reverse. So what is the truth? What is the truth? The Hierophant. That I'm learning how to talk to you. I'm learning how to configure a message. Okay, for some this can actually be someone is learning a language, right, to be able to speak better with you. And this can be also like, it doesn't have to be like another language. This can also be like they're learning their love languages. They're learning about this emotional intelligence or whatever else, right? This is something they want to learn about? Oh, okay. This is something they want to learn about. They thought that they gained it. Okay, they thought that they gained it by spending more time with more people. that didn't turn out so well. That was not the answer. No, that's not the answer. You learn more about one person by getting to know one person. And by choosing to want to know, yeah, that one person, by making that choice or action, that commitment. It's like, yes, I know all the things that I want. I'm committed to it. And she's like, all right. Can we cut these flowers down now or what? Do I have to chop some heads off? Like, no, 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 no. We're waiting. We're waiting for our ships to come in. What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? Truth be told, what are we waiting for? Oh, victory dance. Waiting for a victory dance. Okay. Need something to be victorious to dance about. Life, I guess. Let that be a lesson, yes. Dance, dance, laugh, dance, play. So what is the truth? What is the victory? What are we waiting for? Okay, we've made the action. Waiting for, is this money? Mother. Yes, I don't want to say it. It's like a nightmare for me. For some, they are waiting. They're waiting for a mother or grandmother, a parent. They're waiting for someone to die. Terrible thought. It is a terrible thought, you guys. Someone may have told, oh, someone may have made a promise or told a mother, a grandmother, somebody that could be dying, that they would do something a specific way. The High Priestess and the Chariot. Stop overthinking it. You know, I see this card again. Stop overthinking it. Stop worrying about the ending and the beginning because you already know. You already know in the direction which you're moving. You're the one that's creating it. Well then. For some of you, the only thing that's happening is you're the only one holding yourself back from taking that action. You're the only one being a miser to yourself. For some of you, hair in my mouth, God. They've had to get somebody else to walk away, or they've had to finally accept to walk away. And maybe when they walk away, this can be, maybe when they're making this choice, they're walking away, yeah. They're walking away from the support of this family member. However, they, yeah, these people from the past, yeah, family. they're letting that go. Okay, so what you have to understand, okay, something that you need to understand, you don't need to or have to, something that you get to understand if you would like to learn with me today, is that if you can be non-defensive in your learning, is that we have many soul family. And some of our soul family will be parents that were born under blood family. Many is not, okay? And many we just chose to incarnate under because we knew that they would install those lessons upon us, or that we were being born in a specific place or time for us to receive the type of input and lessons that we needed, right? And so sometimes we have to realize that not everyone, you know, blood isn't always, they said blood is thicker than water. I forget the rest of the saying. If I had another device, I would look it up. But anyways, the point is you can create. You can move toward and create this new reality. The only one who knows or is who's saying anything is the way that it is you, the person who's creating it, the magician and the high priestess, the one who's tapping into the remembrance. Now, for some of us, we have a choice whether we want to let go, whether we want to. Now, some of us, we remember these past lives. We remember these so for some, okay, interesting. We remember some of these old soulmates from past lives, old twin flames, old loves, old connections. For some of us, it's like we have a decision now. If we're walking away, if we're choosing, again, I told you, my thing comes down to this. If we're choosing the old or the new. Now for some of you guys, I'm gonna start a whole new love read. And I'm gonna give the 3 options. Because for some, it's going both directions. And I don't mean like just in gender. Give it up for the Halloween music, by the way, can I just say it? This is awesome. It's called Ivory Bones, I think. It's good. So, or maybe the first song was, I don't know, this is good, I like it. I would like to know the name of this track, hold on. Imagine that. Imagine that, you guys. I literally can make this stuff up. No monsters, only dreams. So make sure, there's your choice. Make sure in the choice that you choose to bring into physical form, that you're creating to come back. Make sure that these people, that their actions, that their emotions, that everything is aligned, right? Just because you've known somebody for a long time doesn't mean that you owe them anything. It doesn't mean that you owe them something. It doesn't mean that you owe to be on both sides of the fence. That is not what temperance is. Temperance is the ability, again, choice. Make a decision. Walking away. Now for some of us, this is walking away from a third party. Now, for some, this can be a decision, a thought, a partner, a dream, an idea, maybe that existed, that has been, that is existent, existent. It's needing to exit for some of you guys. That's a very strong, very strong. That was the devil. It literally was the devil. I saw it. It hit the fence. It hit the banister first, and it turned this way, and then it sucked it through. So I don't have to go run up and down the stairs to tell you. You choose the creator or the destroyer. Now, it's kind of a loaded choice. Why? Because also the creator has been sneakily destroying things as well. But this is where karma comes into play, right? So, if the intentions are of love, protection, honor, and not to hurt others, then, you know, if it's to hurt others, then you're going to be stuck in this mental construct. If not, then you can stop working so hard. Look at this mermaid inside of there. I never noticed that. She's inside of the glass, swimming, super happy. Like an aquarium. She's happy in her own little world. I'm with you, Sea Star. I'm with you, Sea Star. It takes strength. It takes strength to say okay. Maybe having so many options is the demon, right? All I really want is a happy ending. See, now this deck, they want the legacy. It's like, I'll take the castle, I'll take the grandkids, I'll take the animals, I'll take the grandpa, the grandma, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll bring it. Let's figure it out. We want it all. We want it all. And the real emperor will be able to make that Wheel of Fortune happen. Look at that. If he stops being so fucking Jewish. Oh, let it go, let it go, okay. Yeah, for some, somebody will be traveling. That's great. Someone is traveling in secret also, I'm hearing. Someone is hoping that all of this hard work is gonna pay off. Being a little defensive. If it doesn't, they don't feel that it's just. That's not nice. Well, for some, there could need to be an agreement or something first. The Lovers with justice. So, what could be happening is being a secret, I'll tell you. I told you already the story. My last partner did the same thing. And, oh, what's behind it? Oh, already. And it wasn't good because then in the end, he felt I wasn't happy to be with him. I didn't like to be with him because he basically trained me to be secretive, to never show affection out in public because he didn't want to hurt his ex's feelings, which only that secret ended up hurting their own, right? The hangman in reverse, okay? We're our own worst enemies. We're the only ones holding ourselves up. But for some of you guys, yeah, there is a big choice that has to be made. And the truth is, woo! Now for some of you guys, the truth isn't going to be good because this person has maybe said a lot of things. And a lot of people in the past, and a lot of time, and a lot of people have had a lot of laughs and a lot of good times and a lot of jokes. So it's not just about having the strength to come forward. It's about wondering if the feminine is going to have the strength to stomach all what she's going to hear. Not good. Okay, guys. That's creating the holdup. Yeah, the Fool in reverse. That's why. In every lifetime, I fuck it up the same. Never-ending story. Gotta make that leap of faith. Gotta make sure you bring something. Make sure you bring an offering. And tap to the light within, right? Only follow your inner guidance, right? Don't do anything fucking sneaky. Not gonna work. Not gonna work, right? It's gonna end up like this. There's not gonna be another chance. There's gonna be straight heartache. Already. Ooh, already. They don't care. Stop crying over spilt milk. Are we crying over spilt milk, or are we moving on to the next stuff? Now, it depends. Who spilled the milk? That we needed to drink? Was it yogurt? Was it like electricity? Options, options, options. Baby, you got too many options. Choices, choices, okay? This all comes down to choices. We can choose to offer this cup of love, or we can say, I got plenty of options, and if this person doesn't express their love to me, then I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I'll miss the opportunity. I don't even care. Look at him. I don't even care whatever. I got options too. Yeah, what kind of options you got? Let's go. What kind of options you got? Oh, might make you sick. You're gonna need a strong stomach for this one. Ooh. For some, they're going to find strength in taking the action and being authentic and telling the truth and apologizing and not waiting to apologize. This apology. Maybe they were because they're trying to have all the apology right. Well, they just need to come in and start with a fucking apology. For starters. The last one got a total cut off because there was zero remorse. You were actually fucking sorry, but you weren't even sorry. Who do you want to share your cup of love with? Who is going to heal you? Who is going to grow? Who is going to expand? Right? Waiting, waiting. I could be dead waiting for you. Oh my God. Scorpionic energy, death. Okay? Not gonna hold on to it. Not gonna keep on waiting. I could be dead waiting. No. That's an old train of thought. If you want somebody to wait for you, you got to give them like a token. You got to give them something. You know, back in the day, like this is a very vintage. I wear this on this finger because this is gold. Now this is rose gold. Now this is vintage. Okay, this was my grandfather's girlfriend who had the same birthday as me, right? This is her ring from one of her marriages. Now it was a part of 3 or something like this, 3-part ring. This was the promise ring. So, before, back in the day, before they used to have something like this, would happen in 3 parts, where it was like, here, this is the promise ring. I'm yours and you're mine. We're promised, we're committing personally to each other, right? Then comes the engagement ring, right? And the engagement ring is saying, now we're admitting to the world that we love each other. We're engaged with each other and we want to make this a thing, right? And then the third is the wedding band itself. So generally the engagement ring is the actual, maybe the whole, I don't know, you know, I don't know. Probably do, maybe. My mother was a florist. She did plenty of weddings. My whole life I did weddings, so maybe I know, maybe I don't. What do I know? I know the world. If you ain't trying to offer me the world, anyways, the point is you can't ask somebody to wait for you if you don't give them any sign of anything. You can't ask for appreciation if somebody doesn't know what to appreciate or who to appreciate. And if you want them to appreciate it, then maybe show them, right? Maybe show them, because maybe they didn't notice. Possible. It's possible. I was giving my cousin a hard time. Shout out to my cousin, who is one of my amazing soulmates, soul family, right? We had this interesting thing, my cousin and I, when my grandfather passed, actually, we found out how we were soul family, and that he was King Arthur and I was Morgana, right? And so we were like, oh wow, okay, so we were brother and sister in a past life. That's why we feel closer like siblings than we do to our siblings. That's why. So, you know, What was I saying? Oh, shout out to my cousin. I'm like, what the fuck? They're like, he's doing all this stuff with his partner, and I'm like, what the fuck? You went to an island, you went to Hawaii, you didn't come here, and like, what the fuck? And then, it took me literally 24 hours, really like racking my brain on it, like, what are they doing? Where are they going? And then realizing, oh, it's their year anniversary. That's how slow my brain is, even when thinking about somebody that I care about, that I love, that I'm still trying to catch up. More like mustard. Mustard seed. Really potent. Giving and receiving. So again, if someone doesn't know that you've given something, how can you receive the gratitude back? If somebody doesn't know that they're receiving something from you, you're definitely not going to be receiving the gratitude back from them. Just saying. You gotta know that you get what you give. So know that that's what the karmatic balance is. So, if your intention is to still hold on to these third parties, these bad situations, these other thoughts, these other people and the things, then you're gonna always be worried that this other person might take that action because you're keeping it active. You're keeping this, well, I'm great single, active. Now, for some of you, it's not a thought that you're keeping, right? It's just a thought. It's just how it's worked out, right? So this isn't, so for some of you guys, don't take it as a attack. Yeah, don't take it as an attack. For some of you guys, because feminine is all good on her own, feel like they can't be the magician. They feel like they can't actually create or offer the proper thing. How can they be strong if they need your strength to be vulnerable? And if you know all of the things, they cannot be strong without you. They cannot be happy, they cannot celebrate, they cannot do anything without you. What is this? Ooh, for some of you guys, the partner or somebody that you left that was having third party, yep, that was following their pleasures, having third parties, going after money, is now not having their money. Actually, so much. They might be losing their inheritance. Because of their little games. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse with the Emperor in reverse with the Ten of Coins in reverse. For some of you guys, the Tower. Give us the tea, give us the tea. People are being learning their lessons, getting that old religion slapped down. Ooh, King of Wands, we have the King of Wands again with the Page of Cups. Again, don't be mistaken. Don't mistake passion for devotion, for work, for effort, for love, for emotional intelligence. Do not. That can be your downfall as well. Yeah. That dictates the way which your fortune changes. Yeah. And ultimately how the universe is judging you. The Phoenix, right? This is what allows you to rise. This is what changes your fortune. For some of you guys, all of the judgment has come only from physical people that mean nothing. And the actual judgment coming from above, from higher sources. There's no sores in your back. Those are all of the people who now you know who they are. Interesting. And you need to make sure you're aware of them as you're coming into your union. You need to make sure that the same people that were against your union at any point in time are not part of your life moving forward if you choose to come into union. Yes, this can be nightmarish. It can be hellish to even think about that, but you have to. This is real. Real talk. Real talk. Here we go. Yeah. World. The only way to end this is to make it happen, is to say, I am the ending, I'm the Alpha, I'm the Omega, right? I'm not waiting. I'm not gonna wait to see what happens. I'm not gonna wait for whatever nightmare comes next from fucking hiding it. I'm not gonna wait. That's not gonna bring me victory. I see both this one and this one are like, oh God, looking away like. So something that I was having a conversation with one of my friends when he was like trying to fish to see if his ex is going to be telling the story about what he did. Now we create our own reality. So was his fear valid? Yes, because is he trying to start a new life and a new family and all this stuff, and can people change and do better? Yes. Yes. However, as he's sitting there trying to figure out what's going on, you know, the best thing I can say is, you know, he's like, yeah, okay, well, why do people need to say this and why do people need to say that? Well, to protect other people. And, you know, so he says, okay, speak your truth, speak your truth. And I'm just thinking, you know what? It's actually not me who needs to speak my truth. And it's not her that needs to speak her truth. It is because it is healing, yes. And we do it to give people something to relate to so they can understand the reality, so they don't feel alone, because this is the environment that guys have made women to be in, right? That shit ain't happening anymore, guys. It's not going down like that. What was I saying? Oh, look it, back to the magician. So you created all of your own problems. You created all of your situations. You know, you can say that it's how the other person reacted or responded or what they did or this and that, or they did this that made you do that, or whatever the fuck it is. But ultimately, you're the one in control. You're the only one in control of your emotions. Now, this is something I personally battle with because I have this cavernoma. I have this Cape of Wonders that is basically like, it's not a tumor, but it acts like a fucking tumor, huh? It acts like a tumor, and it's basically like here behind my prefrontal cortex, where I got hit in the face all on the right side. And it's basically like a tumor where it's like a pocket, and it's blood vessels that burst and start to bleed into my brain, that causes like mild onset aneurysms and things like this. So when I get triggered and the anxiety gets raised, it becomes a physiological thing because it starts swelling and pressing here. It becomes a physiological thing to where I don't have the best, I'm not responding. I'm now in a reactionary state. So this is an interesting thing, because for some, we do have the ability to control that within ourselves, right? We do have the ability to learn, right? And that's where I'm at. That's where I've been at. That's why I'm doing all this stuff. That's why I'm funding. That's why I'm working to get with the right doctors and the right health and the right things, because I need to know. You know, I don't need this to be a secret. I don't have to hide what's going on. I can tell the truth. I can tell my truth. I can say that this beautiful Cave of Wonders, you know, something amazing that the neurologist said is a lot of my telepathy and things I've been seeing people way before this, but can be attributed to my clairvoyance. Like, a lot of these different things can be known in this type of situation. I said, oh, okay, that's cool. The thing is it is a cerebral cavernous malformation. So it's a malformation that happens in the veins, but a malformation means that it has happened over time. It's formed like that. So from repeated trauma, head trauma. So when you get to a point where you realize how deep and how different types of structures of narcissism actually go, we get stuck in these trauma states, trauma responses, thinking that this chaos is love, that the trauma bond is love, that the pain or the hurt is love, that once I share my vulnerability, somebody's going to use it against me, and that's not love. That's not love. Our intentions. What is our actual intention with our heart? What are we actually putting out? What is the reason for us doing it? Is it self-serving, or is there real reasons? So, and how are we working to heal from it, right? It may take slow action, a little bit at a time, but as long as we're making the steps towards where we have to go, that's what counts. And as long as we're putting in the work, then we can have the celebration, right? Where we can move forward, we can keep moving forward in the right direction, as long as we're honest and authentic, as long as the truth is the truth, and as long as we're moving away from these past things that cause this, and as long as we're realizing what makes us happy is actually authentically speaking the truth and being able to walk away from these things, right? It's something like I had to know, like I just had to give up the smoking because I know it's terrible for my brain, for my brain to heal. So I can't be around someone that wants to smoke all the time. It's not healthy for me. Does that mean I hate you and you can't smoke? No, to each his own. Everybody's on their own journey. But when I know what I need for myself and my family and my health, and it's not in alignment, then I have to also be a truth teller to myself and say it's not in alignment. And where is the alignment, and how do I get back to the alignment? No, unequivocally. What are your options, and not your other options? Is there another thing? What is your happy ending? Is it something that the person that you're with or the person that you were with knew? Do they know who you are? Do they know what makes you happy? Do they know who your friends are? Do they know who your enemies are? Do they know? Are they them? Ooh, so there may be a lot of frenemies out there. Oh. And this is the mask that's falling, because where people once thought that these people were helping, they actually weren't. Oh. And they've been the ones setting up and creating all of these other problems in between. The union. Yeah. They've been raining on the parade. They've been bringing down the happiness. Intentionally. When you follow your heart should lead you back to love, not to passion. It should lead you to love. And if following your passions is getting high or having a good time, passing by with people, then that's what it is. You create it. You create the reality you want. You are the magician. Stop holding on to outdated people. Stop defending people that have done things that are wrong to you. It all only leads to the heartache. We want to get past that. We want to get past that because that's how we get to this real happiness. Yes. Queen of Cups, Six of Swords, King of Swords, the Moon. So when we can be in a right state of our emotional contentment, right? When we can know, when we don't have to lift the veil to tell the truth, when we can say, I can look in here, I can see and feel your emotions. I know who you are and what you're about, right? I can move past this emotional state of feeling bad, of feeling sorry, of knowing that I know that I've made the commitment to my emotions, to myself, to my emotional state, to not be deceived, to let everything come to light, to be in a full state of transparency. Yeah. That is the only way that balance comes into play. That is the only way that justice comes into play. That is the only way that people can begin unions or anything. The justice. For some, you guys are waiting for some type of legal action. Okay? Some of you guys can be waiting for an ending. You can be trying to end a partnership, a marriage, or something else like that you put a lot of work into. You can be ending some things because you realize that you can't take them forward, and that's going to take strength, but it is what it is. It's a choice, you know? It's a choice. You choose to or you don't. You want the new life, it's going to cost you your old one. No. Does it mean you're going to lose everything? No. You'll end up with you'll end up with everything when you allow, when you stop trying to control and you stop thinking that you're the one in control. You're the apprentice. When you start working with the divine and as a conduit of divinity, then you will be led. You won't have all of these other issues that are happening, you know? This work, you won't be working by yourself, you'll be working with others. But you have to trust in the divine guidance, and you have to stop saying, well, I missed an opportunity, and well this and well that, well I didn't get my way, and well this and that, you know? Drop the shit, drop the act. Drop the act. I don't know what you're waiting for, but ships are coming in, right? The Empress is still here by herself. All this lover, all this beginning, all this ending, all this commitment. Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Whoa. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So let's get another card. Let's see. Is the Emperor gonna come? We're gonna find the match. Star. Aquarian energy. the dream, the wish. Can we get more major arcana? Can we get more? The wish, you're gonna change your fortune. A change of fortune. The Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is about action and commitment. What is she committed to? The Ten of Pentacles. This legacy. That's what she's committed to. She's committed to creating something that will last, right? Yeah, no Seven of Cups. Don't want all these other options. Don't want this, right? I made a decision, right? Commitment, all or nothing. Six of Swords. Leave this in the past and move to a new shore. Now, this can sometimes be, masculine is still being defensive about this. This doesn't have to be physically moving. Sometimes it is actually physically moving, but this, look at this, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. This can be at another level where it's like we are emotionally, mentally moving away from these, right? Away from these old actions, these old people, these old words, these old things. For some, that may mean you actually have to move away because you've been in the same place and you're not, you know, you can't heal in the same place where you got sick. You already know that. For some, again, well, this is what I was saying about my cousin. It took me forever to remember that he was getting married. That he was having his year anniversary. Oh, I did tell you guys, happy anniversary. But yeah, so now I see the High Priestess with the Emperor, with the Empress, and I said, okay, does that mean the future is feminine? Is that what that means? And then we have the Emperor that comes out upside down. We don't know. We don't know if the structure or stability is going to be from an actual physical masculine or from the feminine stepping into the masculine to become the Emperor. She's made the decision. He's still trying to decide. Well, this one's over here saying, I'm ready, let's go. And she's over there like, I'm ready, let's go. And someone's over here, oh, another one. 2 wands. 4, so maybe this is part 4 because there's actually 4 other people. I thought that there was 3 and I needed to do another reading of 3. Actually, there's 4. 4 of Wands also is about marriage, union, this new path. Okay, now for some, beautiful, beautiful. For some, you can be making a decision. Look at how pretty this is. That actually, the person that's going to be uniting them maybe a High Priestess. That may be a big change. The High Priestess may be the one, yes, to create this union, to consummate this union. High Priestess may be that. My beautiful friend, Coco, she's doing this. She's married people. Yeah, it's beautiful. I think that And this could be where, again, the religious factors and everything can come into play. Yeah, Five of Wands. This can cause some disputes of your happiness, but you know what? Ultimately, you're the one that's putting in the work for your happiness, right? Again, we have the Eight of Pentacles here. What is bringing you your happiness? What did you put in the work for? What are you learning to do? I'm learning to let go of things that don't serve me. I'm learning how to become the magician, how to create the reality that I want. I'm learning how to find this balance, how to get myself out of this mental construct, and how to become the artist. Beautiful. Now, what I was reading actually with this deck is the artist in this deck is actually known as Ophiuchus. Okay, the artist. Ophiuchus, right? This is the 13th zodiac. The artist is the vessel of creation. This card signifies mankind and shows when you need to open the knowledge that is available if you stop and set aside the distractions of the human condition and listen. Visionary, interpreter, creation, passion. Okay? So when we stop to worry about what everybody else thinks, because we know where our heart lies, where our commitment lies, where our love lies. Hearing this song, show me where your love lies. King of Cups, yeah. Open up. Don't be salty. Now this is actually a king that's like, okay. He looks like a little bit sassy, like he's gonna share. He's going to open up. He's going to tell you. But when he tells you, he's going to tell you something. He's going to tell you everything. Be ready. Be ready for that. Be ready. He's going to paint you a big picture. And if you are like me and you're a visual person, then hopefully you get an artist who can actually create beautiful things, pictures or views or images or something. Yeah, someone from the past. Now as this union or this love does come into play, everything will feel childlike in nature. It will be like, oh my God, I remember this. I remember this. I remember you. I know you. I know this. I know this feeling. This is how it will feel. And that feeling cannot be replaced. Not by money, not by defensive, not by you winning all the argument, not by proving people wrong, not by anything else. Can't replace that feeling of knowing that somebody is your brother, your family, your sister. Do you know what I'm saying? This can't place that. Hi, Poom Poom. I'm Zoe. Nice to meet you. So what you're going to know is the soul recognition of someone who is meant, who is your soul connectivity. And sometimes we come into this life, right? And we know that we're each on different missions, or we have different things that we have to do, right? We have different passions we have to follow, different things that we have to achieve before we can get to that point. But when you figure that out and you know who you are and you know who this person is, then you got to make that leap of faith. Now this is actually Piscean energy as well. It's like I'm between the ethers and the physical realm, ready to make this leap. But I'm still kind of floating in between. You got to do it. Oh, look at that. Followed by the Chariot. You got to make the leap, right? And you got to figure out how to make it work, okay? because it's not going to work with all of the people that you thought it was going to work out with. And it's definitely not going to work with third-party situations. And it's definitely not going to work if you're sneaking or hiding things. That, all the strength in the world doesn't fix that. This is a no-go. 0% moving forward. 0%. Okay? That can create fear. Okay, that can create fear because they're wondering, am I going to be good enough? The Seven of Cups. Are you always going to be seeking other options? Now, if you're always comparing yourself to somebody else, then you're going to say, oh, maybe they missed an opportunity. Oh, maybe the other one was better. Oh, maybe I can think about this other thing. I mean, if you're fulfilling, do you know what I'm saying? If you're taking action and you're giving passion and you're giving love and your intention and all of this, and you're doing that, then your presence is going to speak more volumes than anything else. But are you actually being present? Or are you also thinking of someone else, right? Like this is a real thing. You can't demand from others what you're not willing to give yourself. First with yourself, then to whatever. Okay? Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. So someone is going to come in and make an offer. Okay? Someone wants to bring some reciprocity, wants to say, okay. But they're hoping that when they do this, that you're going to be more of this Kuan Yin or this Mother Mary energy, that they can be victorious, that they're not going to be shot down. They're hoping that you can be this energy. That you can meet each other in the middle here and see each other for who you are and find the balance in that. Find the forgiveness in that. See how these two are looking each other in the eye? And the scale now here is balanced. Scales. This is reciprocity, giving and receiving. So as we give compassion, as we offer this authenticity, this love, and this compassion, we can receive it. If you want that nurturing energy, then you gotta go and give it back, right? You can't just be a victorious knight that returned from no battle. The Ten of Cups. This is my love, this is what I want, this is my idea, this is my conception, this is my family, this is my everything. I don't need to think about it anymore. I know what it is. I'm going to allow free will to allow this person their time to walk away from shit, but also know that while you're taking your time to walk away, still thinking about if you should walk away or not, they will. Someone will actually walk away. Someone will actually offer a cup, and this will be another form of healing. This can be a soulmate that comes in. This is somebody, and it can be younger. For some of you guys, this is going to be a younger person that wants to come in and create this family and start. Can be a Leo or have strong Leo energies. Also strong air, Gemini energy. Strength, again Leo. And the Ten of Wands. So yeah, so good. Somebody is learning to gain their strength back after all of this hard work. Good. Gain your strength back after all the hard work, but it's still going to take action. Don't miss your opportunity this time, because you will miss your opportunity. Open your eyes, wake the fuck up, get out of this mental construct, this mental construct, and make the message. Send the message, masculine. Take some action. Send the message. And the message doesn't have to be a text. It doesn't have to be an email. It can. But I would say for some of you guys, maybe you've sent messages or letters or some things before, and I don't think that all of them are getting through. I think that there's actually people that are blocking them. People that are keeping you in this abandoned state because it's more beneficial to them. The other woman, potentially. It's more beneficial to them to keep you in this state of fear. Instead of in the state of inaction. Okay? Okay, you guys. I'm going to, gonna have to share your emotions. So, I'm going to now collect these, and we're not going to do this love read. What I will do is try to pull, maybe I'll do another type of love reading, where it's like you and your person. If you guys have suggestions of the type of love readings that you like or the type of readings that you would like, please offer me a comment or a suggestion. I'm totally open and responsive to actual communication. All you gotta do is talk. I'm gonna put these away and I'm gonna close this. So something that's interesting, I came on here to make a part 4 because I thought that the part 3 didn't upload. And the reason why I went on to make a part 3 is because I thought the part 2 didn't upload. But then as soon as I finished that and a phone call, then I noticed that it uploaded. So I don't know, it could just be that my devices are all fucked and you guys are getting everything and I'm just not. So anyways, help your girl. I need some new devices. Not vices, devices. I need just like some camera that's for this, right, you guys? And a better microphone. If I wasn't using these headphones as a microphone, if this asshole would have given me the light and set up the microphone like you promised. Yeah. Cock show what? Then I wouldn't have been using these. I wouldn't have had this on this table trying to hide it, which is what my tablet fell on and shattered the entire screen. This. Standing up. So yo me. Reciprocity. But I just look at it like this. Okay? Milk and honey, milk and honey, milk and honey. When we lose something, we're getting something new. But I will need that to be fixed because I do want all my lyrics, and I know you guys are trying to keep me from singing my songs and doing my things because all these people want to hate because they can't regenerate. Well, sorry, not sorry. That's what it is. Real people can do real things. So now I'm looking for some real people that want to make some real cards, not with AI, please and thank you. If you want to do that, come on, check out. If you haven't liked, commented, subscribe. If you haven't checked out my Give, Send, Go, okay, help me out, see what I'm doing. If you want to come and learn an intensive, cool, we can work out something like that. Come, be here, learn. Okay, as always, infinite blessings, love, and light. I appreciate all of your ongoing love and support, infinite gratitude, and share your stories with the collective. Everybody loves to hear the stories. I love to hear the stories, but you guys only share them to me. It's fucked up. I mean, I hear everything because it comes through like this. I don't have to hear it. I don't have to hear it from the source, but it's nice when someone shows up. It's nice when I can look somebody in the eyes and I'm hearing and seeing the true energy with the words that are matching. That is like soul melting for me. Like I can look at your eyes and know that your eyes aren't lying to me. I can hear your words and know that even if you're not saying all of the right words, that you're not lying. It's a thing. It's a thing. Stay sexy out there. As always, infinite blessings, love, and light. Ciao for meow. Zoe out.